I want to ask you today, how do we figure out what God is like? Fortunately, He's given us two contexts that we can in order to get to know Him more. One of these contexts is worship and the other is work. I want to ask you today, what is your worship life like? And what is your work life like? Now, I understand that in the mundane and the day-to-day, sometimes it's difficult to find God. It's not just for Sunday mornings, it's not just for a Bible study. How do we know what God's like? Well, I want to ask us today, can we find God in worship? Maybe it feels a little ordinary, maybe it feels a little slow. Sometimes we got to put a little work into our worship lives in order to find God. And in a similar way, as we're working in our day-to-day, sometimes we need to inject more worship, and whatever that means to you, into our work lives. In work or in worship, I believe that God wants fullness for us in these two things. So what are you doing today to find God in your work and in your worship?